Hey, how's it going? I'm back with more comic reviews, and I got a whole bunch here. I got Final Crisis, Daredevil, uh, Batman, Catwoman issue, Dark Avengers, Transformers, and Buffy. So let's get going. First off with the final issue of Final Crisis, number 7. Here we go. Well, it looks like Batman is dead for the time being. It opens with another new parallel universe where Superman and Wonder Woman are black, and Superman's also the president. I don't know, it's just crazy shit. There's also a new looking question. I don't know if that's from Name Montoya or in Parallel Universe from Name Montoya. I just lose track. This is what I hate about the constant Parallel Universes DC Comics does. It's just, I don't know who's who, and that's the reason why we did the first Crisis in the first place, is to streamline the whole thing. I hope this doesn't open up a whole can of worms like the last Crisis did. Actually, it seems to be worsening the problem. I don't know what's going on. The story itself is okay. It's not too bad. This isn't a final... This and R.I.P. really aren't the finals kind of stories. These are, in a way, I think, opening things up for Morrison's future runs in the DC universe. So I don't feel too conclusive with these issues, especially this one. So I give... I don't know, the art's really good. The art is filled in. J.G. Jones doesn't do this one. Doug Manick does. And I actually like his work a lot. He's actually pretty good. I guess I give this one 3 RAM chips, and 3 RAM chips to the whole series. It was okay. I don't know. It just didn't really... I don't know. It really super excited me. As I pretty much reacted how I felt like I would, actually. I had the same reaction to the last Crisis. Now, going over here is Batman 685, part of the Faces of Evil, also Last Rites. It's everything. The Catwoman issue, with Paul Dini and Doug Newen doing the art. Pretty good. Catwoman's beating up Hush and then cans him over. It's okay. It's a decent issue. It's very well written and drawn. It's not like the most awesome story they've done, but you know, it's okay. I enjoyed it. I'd give this one 3 RAM chips. And the last 2 issues of the Lady Bullseye story from Daredevil, 114 and 115. This was great. I really did enjoy... Actually, I've always been enjoying Daredevil. Lately, it's been getting a little dry, but the last 2 story arcs have been terrific, especially this one, introducing the new villain, Lady Bullseye, who she's actually a pretty good schemer. She goes undercover. She fucks around with his personal life, which was already messed up anyway. I mean, all she had to do was give it a tiny push, and there you go. Really terrific storyline. I enjoyed the art. Oh, it's Brubaker, Ed Brubaker as usual, and Michael Lark, and Stefano Grimaldo is both the artists. Nice work, and I can't wait to see more of Lady Bullseye in this. I give these 2 issues 5 RAM chips, and I give the whole story 5 RAM chips. Terrific. Dark Avengers. I decided to try something new at Marvel. I'm beginning to realize I'm not buying much at Marvel, so I picked up this first issue of Dark Avengers, where Norman Osborn's leading a team of villains, and Ares and Centauri have joined him, and Marvel Boy. But also we have, I think her name's Moonstone. She's taken the place of Ms. Marvel. Wolverine's son. I didn't even know he had a son, who's not on the real good side of his dad. Bullseye is now in disguise Bullseye is in disguise of Hawkeye, and the new Venom, I forgot what that guy's name is, he's now Spider-Man. And that's also a pretty good backstory of how he's setting things up. Mike Deodato is the artist here. Never been a huge fan of Deodato, but he's done some really good detailed work here. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not too sure if I'll buy this month in, month out, but once again, Norman Osborn is Marvel's worst villain, and I mean that in a good way. I'm sorry, he's better than Doctor Doom. Has Doctor Doom done anything like this? No. Yeah, he is easily the most vile, sickest villain, and now he's like has government power. So you know this is terrific. I think he's easily the Lex Luthor of the Marvel universe. I give this 4 RAM chips. I may buy another issue to see if I want to keep going, but you know, good work. Now let's switch over from some of the other companies. The newest Buffy, issue 21, Harmony, Hermetic Convergence, is an update on how Harmony's doing, and she has her own reality show on MTV. And what's funny is it's a cutesy issue, but it's kind of an important issue because the vampires and the slayers have all come out into the public because of the show, and this is what she's done. So it's kind of important to the Buffy universe, actually, so we'll see what's going on. Pretty good issue with a new activated slayer who tries to interrupt the show and doesn't really do so well. Pretty good work. I'd say this one is 4 RAM chips. And the last, Transformers, number 7, part of their All Hail Megatron. It is part of continuity with their previous miniseries, and it's terrific. The art's even better than the last issue. Megatron's dealing with his issues of the mutated cons and stuff like that. Cup is leading the Autobots trying to get Optimus Prime revived, and also it shows how Megatron and the Decepticons took down Optimus Prime in the first place. I mean, really great story. I've enjoyed it a lot. This one gets 5 RAM chips. This storyline so far has been the best Transformers story I've read in comics. Really like it a lot. Give that 5 RAM chips. Now, how many minutes we got? Fantastic, perfect. Now we go to Ask the Real Manos, where I take a question from a subscriber or just anybody else who sees one of my videos and wants to know what I feel about either comic books, movies, TV, MST3K, anything really geeky and fun. And I have Valdororf. He asked a couple of videos ago, what do you think of Batman the Brave and the Bold? Well, I love it. I think it's fantastic. And I wasn't too sure when I first saw it because it's obviously they were going for a lighter tone. And it looks very DC Silver Age at first, but they mixed in some new characters. They have the new Blue Beetle and the new Atom, who are like maybe 3 years old. I think so. And they kind of go back and forth, like they got the Silver Age kind of Green Arrow, and they have like a younger version of Katana, and it's interesting. They're really cherry-picking the DC universe. And it's kind of fun to watch old school look at Batman run around and get in some really good fights. I mean, some of the fights in this is almost as good as the Justice League series from a couple of years ago. It's almost like Justice League Unlimited, just with Batman always there. I've enjoyed it. It's funny that they have like a more chatty Batman. I've never seen Batman even say the word cool, but here he is. And I think it's an interesting choice because the last couple of animated series from Batman have evoked the previous movie, like the 2 Tim Burton movies helped bring about the Bruce Timm series from the 90s. And then the series, when it went to WB, the studio asked to do it a little bit lighter in lieu of the Joel Schumacher ones. And he did lighten it up a little bit, but not to the stupid degree that the Schumacher movies were. And the Batman from Jeff Mizuta, I think his name is, focused on a young Batman, sort of like Batman Begins. But this one did an interesting twist. With the darkest of the Batman movies, The Dark Knight, they went the opposite version way of Batman, which I think was a pretty clever idea. And we've already seen that before in animation. We've gotten new versions of Guy Gardner, and I love it. I hope they stay away from Batman's supporting cast and villains for a while. I'd like to just see all these other new characters. I'd like to see Batgirl. If I do see a supporting character from Batman, I'd like to see the Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I think that would be fun. Anyway, I gotta go.